Yeah. Yeah. Good morning. Yeah. And um, uh, yeah. So today is Thursday. But I don't know. Y'all probably saw by now that Uncle Lou had to cancel the mustard chew. So, I decided that I'm going to stream. So yeah, so that I don't get bored. You yo, yo, yep. Good morning, morning, morning. Issaquah, Jeans, and LW. I hope we can get some more people in here, but I don't know. Maybe everyone decided, no mustard chew, so they're just gonna, get on with their day. I don't know, but yeah. Good morning. Yeah, what's up, TV? Yeah, good to see you in here. Let's see. Uh, it was a shame about no mustard chew today, so I had to do my own stream so I can stay sane. So Urban Meyer has time to watch this morning, really. And why is that?
Dick, it's way too early.
Mm-hmm.
Why are we awake right now, Dick?
I don't know, because it's 8:30, I guess.
Is it because we're productive members of society?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Okay.
Or well, or you are anyway.
What? No, you're a productive member of my society.
Oh, okay.
That make you feel
Oh,
better?
okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Urban Meyer got fired. Okay. They
No way.
fired Urban Meyer. Yeah, Jacksonville fired Urban Meyer.
I don't know if I believe that because he already had like a 2 or 3 year. I don't know. Unless he did something to get fired, which I could see him doing that. Oh, he really was? What in the world, bro?
Mm. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
Did they catch him at like another
Yeah. So
club
I
or
wonder
something?
what kind of I don't know. Yeah. So what kind of openings are still left though in the college
College.
football? I guess he should have quit when the Notre Dame he should have quit as soon as the Notre Dame job opened up. He should have quit, but
Um, you know what would be hilarious? Wait, so did you hear about the whole? Hold on, Dick, where'd you go? Dick, you there, buddy? I don't know if you guys can hear me. If you can, we have lost Victor. What are you doing, lady?
oh yeah, I got kicked off my own stream. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I was gonna say this. Did you see the whole Travis Hunter deal? Did you see him going to Jackson State?
Yeah, I saw. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
Okay,
he quit
so
from Florida State. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, and so the rumor is, and I say it's probably not a rumor anymore,
Mhm.
but Barstool Sports, Deion Sanders is sponsored by them or whatever, has a partnership with them.
Right.
They apparently there was like a few $1 million that was given to Travis Hunter to go to Jackson.
Mhm. That's what I thought. Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, if I'm Jackson State and I'm Deion Sanders and I'm out here and I got all this experience as a DB and I'm one of the best DBs to ever play the game, blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
What he needs to do is go after Mr. Urbano Meyer, bring his tail in as an offensive coordinator. That way it makes sense for offensive guys. Now, they're not going to be there long. I mean, hell, Florida State effed up by not hiring him in the first place because he just proved. I mean, he may not be the greatest coach, I'm just saying, but he just proved that I'm going to stay in this lane. That he can out recruit Florida
Yeah.
State from a D2 school.
Yeah, I know. He made the Celebration Bowl, so I mean that was pretty good. I mean, he won the SWAC. Yeah, he won the SWAC and made the Celebration Bowl. So I guess he must be doing something right. So
You're saying he has swag? Is that what you're saying?
what?
He has
He
swag?
has what?
Now,
Yeah,
swag.
yeah. He has SWAC. Yeah, he has
Swag.
SWAC.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He has SWAC. That's right. That's right.
Florida State's coach right now is on, but it's not in college football today. Of course, you're not going to turn things around very quick, with a new coach coming in. But recruiting is almost everything. It's like
That's right.
you see Deion doing that, and of course he was trying to prove a point to Florida State. Yeah, he wanted the best player, but he also wanted the best player going to Florida State.
He's trying to
So
do that. Yep. Must be the money.
yeah,
Right, you know
exactly.
that from the Aflac commercials, yeah, with Deion Sanders, yeah, where we got
Yep,
the
just
dance
saving.
girls and they're singing, "Must be the money."
Yeah.
Mm.
Dang, Vic, it don't take you long to wake up, bro. You already singing and up and hyped up, man. It's gonna take me another hour to be awake. But uh, I'm tired of basking, so I don't have time for that. I have to. I'm not for you. I'm saying I don't have time to not wake up
Right,
because I'm
I
gonna
know.
arrive at my first appointment at like 3 or 4 minutes, and I know the lady's gonna come out because it's always the old people that want to
Mhm.
follow you around the house and point at this and ask questions about this. And half the time, I just act like I'm deaf and start doing sign language, and they're like, they go back in the house. So,
Yep.
what you got planned for today, Vic?
Oh, nothing. No, yeah.
No.
Where is Aunt Louise? He couldn't do. He couldn't do the show this morning.
Yes. Um, he is busy making sausage balls and pigs in a blanket. No, I don't know. I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah. Good morning, Jeff.
Good
What
morning,
up, Jeff?
gentlemen.
Good morning, sir.
I'm Mr. White Christmas. I'm Mr. Snow. Da-dum, da-dum. I'm Mr. Icicle. I'm Mr. 10 Below. Friends call me Snow Miser. No, actually, not Snow Miser. Last night we had another one of those inland tornado type things we had last
Oh,
summer. If you look
cool.
anywhere on CNN, Fox, the internet, one of the lead stories is going to be
Yeah.
about the enormous statewide wind damage that Iowa suffered last night.
Right. So it was the Jericho. Right.
Yeah, Vicky, it was unbelievable. I was very, very concerned, and when it finally got over, it hit us around 20 to 7. Only lasted about 20 minutes because the storms were moving 80 miles an hour. That's how fast the storms are moving.
Wow.
Are we all right?
And then the internet is saying I don't know for the entire state of Iowa, but they are saying for Des Moines that when the storm came through, the winds were at 62 miles an hour and they had gusts of 88.
Wow.
And so I thought, oh my God, what has it done to the house? I went out, I checked the house, I checked the roof, I checked the garage. Everything's okay. But I was so sad because right down the street on the corner, right where for years you come to this corner and you turn left and you turn right past this big, beautiful poplar tree. And that
What
poplar tree
they got
fell
blown
right
out.
into the middle of the intersection.
Mhm.
Snapped it right in half like it was made out of paper mache. Big,
Crazy.
beautiful tree. I can hear
Is,
the.
is
I'll
everything
probably hear
okay
the
at your house
chainsaws
though?
any minute now, guys, down there clearing it out.
Is everything okay at your house though?
Yeah, it was. I mean, we had a couple of things. I'd known this was coming. They knew this was coming about a day ago, so I'd taken all the loose. They said get everything loose and all that stuff out of your yard, you know. So I just had some some small, like the size of your arm, some branches and twigs and stuff like that. But I didn't lose any shingles or, have any damage. So, I got very lucky, but there were other people I'm sure that didn't do as well. There were two small towns that are north and west of us by about a half an hour. One town, they said 50% of the town has damage enough that the people can't live there tonight. They've got to go stay somewhere else. But I haven't heard anything about anybody being killed. So that's a good thing.
Yeah, for sure.
So anyway, I didn't want to bring everybody down. So Merry Christmas to everyone, and Vic, it's great to see that. I was ready for the Vicanon this morning, but where's Aunt Louise?
Yeah, so Vic and I was going to be about Jim Jones, yeah, and Jonestown.
Who?
Yeah.
Oh, you said
yeah.
John, I thought you said
Jim,
Mike Jones. You
no,
said
Jim
Jones.
No, Jim Jones. Yeah.
Who? I'm just kidding. But look, y'all, I gotta go. But I will be listening to the show. Okay, I'm putting my headphones on. What's up to everybody in the chat?
Take
Peace,
care,
Jeff
Tiger,
Webster.
buddy.
Peace, Vic.
Have a great day, buddy.
You too.
Yep, yeah. So it was requested by Celine Driver. Yeah.
So no mustard shoe this morning, huh?
Nope.
Well, that's all right, because I woke up thinking, all right, man, it's my Vic morning. Where the hell's Vic? And I seen there's no Lou. I said, well, where the hell's Vic? And then I saw, because I'm a sub. I've been a long time sub to Vic Tube Productions. I had my little notification saying, get over here.
Yep.
Yeah, Jim Jones. That was he was. I think I might have been like in 6th grade or something. Remember what year that was, Vic? Was it like 78?
It was in like the 70s, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. In Guyana, I think.
Yeah, so I watched a documentary on Jim Jones in my psychology class. So.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because he's one of those guys that if you probably know more about it than I do, but if I remember right, he didn't start out wacky. He started out like in California or someplace, and his church, his little group he led,
a church,
did all sorts of good stuff. They were like really huge.
They did a lot of
charity
civil rights stuff. Yeah, they did a lot of civil rights stuff. So right.
Yeah, he was a real, force for good, and then he just kind of lost his mind.
And he went off the deep end. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and then he went off the deep end. Yeah, and then they all like moved to like South America to like start their own community. Yeah. Yeah, and then a lot of the parents, felt like their kids had been kidnapped. There's a lot of teenagers that that were in his cult, and so the parents thought that he had kidnapped their children, so they wanted to bring their kids back. So they sent in the army to bring them back. And then a lot of them, killed themselves. Including Jones. They all did some, suicide pact. Rather than surrender. So, but they didn't. But they didn't all kill themselves though, because there were still, people left to interview for the documentary. So.
Right. Yeah, because I can remember the famous video footage, like taken from a helicopter or whatever, flying over the camp. Just bodies strewn everywhere, just laying everywhere, and that's where that's where the saying, drink the Kool-Aid. That's where that came from.
That's right. So what? They had
that directly came from Jim Jones.
Yeah. So they had what a couple hundred people that killed themselves, right?
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, it was several hundred, including little kids. I mean, there were adults that were giving the poison to their little kids, and then when they saw their kids died, then they took the poison.
Yep.
Man, when stuff like that happens, when you hear stories about that, that convinces me that evil, and I mean evil with a capital E, the real evil, biblical evil exists, and it is at work in the world, and if it has an opportunity, it will strike.
Yep. Yes, Lynn Shady Kane says, I'm learning to start my own cult. My own cult. Yeah, Urban Meyer is a great human being. Great.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Right.
What do you think about that, Vic? Let me hear your opinion on that. What do you think about disturbing liar getting fired?
I think he's human garbage. Yeah.
Well, he's a
scumbag. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He is.
I think about him.
He is a phenomenal college football coach. No doubt about it. Outstanding.
He's a great college football coach, though. I'll agree with that.
Yeah, but as a human being, I'm not quite sure.
So now the question is, where will Urban Meyer land? Let's see here. Where will Urban Meyer land? Look it up. College football head coach openings. Let's see who's left. See if I can get a current list of jobs that are open. Let's see, Oklahoma, I know is filled. Let's see, Notre Dame has been filled. I don't know. Has Oregon named a new coach yet? I mean, has Oregon named a new head coach yet? Anybody know? Okay. Yeah, so it looks like as of now the Oregon job is still open. Maybe Urban.
I thought Dan Lanning is the new head coach at Oregon.
Oh yeah, that's right. Sorry, I forgot about that. I know. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, that my defensive coordinator is going to Oregon. I forgot about that. Let's see here. Trying to think of who's
in my opinion, Meyer screwed up 2 years ago because after the 2019 season, there were rumors that USC wanted to get rid of Clay Helton, but they wouldn't do it unless they thought they could get Urban Meyer. He was their only choice. We'll fire Helton if we get Meyer. But Meyer was working for Fox or somebody in the studio.
Mm-hmm.
and he turned him down. And in retrospect, look where he's at now. Nobody's going to touch him now. He'll be like John Gruden. It'll be 2 or 3 years before anybody even thinks about. I mean, this guy is poison now.
Mm-hmm.
And plus, all the jobs are filled. There's no, you know.
That's right. Notre Dame, Oklahoma, Oregon, Miami, yep, Southern Cal, they're all filled. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's not going to Syracuse or someplace like that. He's a big name. He would only go to now the big rumor swirling around at midnight last night was that Disturbing Liar would return to Ohio State because Diane Ray is going to leave Ohio State to become the new coach of the Bears. Well,
Diane Ray.
Yeah, not Ryan Day, Diane Ray.
Why is he Diane Ray?
Because I just switched the initials of his first name and his.
Oh.
I switched Ray, the R and the D from Ryan Day to Diane Ray. Yeah. And as a Bears fan, I want nothing to do with him. I do not want him to replace Matt Nagy. I want him to stay at Ohio State.
Well, is he leaving though?
That's the rumor. He's got there's supposedly some kind of connection with the Bears. I don't know what it is. And that's the hot rumor. That's the hot floating around all the media is that it's not going to happen. He's not going to leave Ohio State. I mean, what's he make at Ohio State? Probably $7 or $8 million. He's not going to get paid that much in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, in NFL jobs, you can be gone just like that. He's king of the hill in Columbus. Why would you leave?
I know, king of the hill.
I mean, if I was Kirby Smart, okay, Ryan Day is in a situation like Kirby Smart right now. He's consistently at the top of his game. His program is at worst, it's a top 5 or 6 program. That's the worst it is.
No.
And he's always going to be in striking distance of a national championship. He's making, more money than he ever thought he'd make in his life. And he loves where he's at, just like Kirby. Why the hell would Kirby leave to go to the NFL? I don't care what job came open. Kirby's not going anywhere. He'll die in Athens. And if I was Ryan Day, I wouldn't. If I was Ryan Day and I was the head coach at Ohio State, they'd have to drag my carcass out of there. There's no way I'd leave there.
Let's see. I'm trying to find a job. Let's see. TCU already has a coach. See, Washington at TCU got Sonny Dykes. Washington got hired Kalen DeBoer.
Yeah.
Let's see. Washington State has hired anyone.
They did. Washington State promoted one of their assistants.
Washington State.
Because they fired their coach for not getting the vaccination.
State football coach. It's Jake Dickert. Yep.
Yeah, so there's nothing in the Pac-12 Open. There's nothing in the SEC. Nothing in the Big Ten. Nothing in the ACC. Nothing in the Big 12.
Has Virginia? Did Virginia hire a coach? They heard that Bronco retired. So.
Yeah, Duke hired a guy.
Get Tony Elliott. Yeah.
Yeah.
Clemson. Yeah.
Duke filled their spot. I'm pretty sure Virginia Tech has filled theirs. There's just nothing open, and whoever's a coach right now is not going to get fired. The firing time is already done. If you're a head coach at a program right now, you're safe for this year. So, I mean, even if Urban Meyer was gold, even if he didn't have all this stain on him, where would he go? There's nothing open.
Okay, Mike Elko. Let's see, is Duke football coach. Let's see. Virginia Tech. Okay. Let's see. It's
here's Deeks
Brent Pry. Okay.
Deeks in the comment section, Vic says he's a Jags fan He's glad Urban Meyer's fired.
There's
He says he has
nothing,
season tickets and will be happy on Sunday not seeing
nothing.
Urban.
There's nothing in the Power Five open. So I doubt Urban would go to a group of five. He'd probably just stay retired. He'd probably rather just stay retired than coach at a group of five school. So
Yeah, he's not going to lower himself. No. And I just think he's toxic right now. I mean, nobody's going to touch him for a couple of years. Like I said, the man has,
it's
I
too late
think,
for that. It's too late for Florida to take Meyer back.
yeah. I think I read that he has the highest winning percentage of any P5 coach who's coached for at least 10 years. And he's got 3 natties. So I can't stand the man as a man, but as a coach, he sure as hell can coach. We know that.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Do you think it was fair to fire Urban after 1 year or before he in his first year? Or I think that normally in college football you give your coach at least 2
Right.
years before you fire him. So I guess it's
Unless
different
there's
in
some,
the NFL. I guess.
yeah, unless there's some, extenuating circumstances,
Yes.
unless there's something crazy going on. And that something crazy going on was what was going on in Jacksonville. They just couldn't stand the turmoil anymore.
Mm. So are they gonna owe him a buyout or?
I don't believe so. I do not believe so.
Let's see.
All those pro contracts, those professional contracts, are not written like they are in college.
Okay. So there's no buyouts.
I don't believe that there is. I don't think he has one. I think they pay him the rest of his salary for this year, I suppose, or whatever, but he's just gone, I think. Like here's how the NFL works, Vic. If wide receiver Mike Vick is drafted by the Green Bay Packers, and the Packers sign you for 5 years for $5 million, $1 million a year.
5 a year. Okay.
Yeah. So you're making $1 million a year, and you play
$5 million a year.
What's that?
You said I'm making $5 million every year for the next 5 years. What you said?
Okay. All right. Fine. We'll use that as an example. So your contract's worth $25 million.
Yep.
Okay. 5 years, $25 million. You're getting $5 million a year.
Mm-hmm.
Year 1, you have a decent year.
Mm-hmm.
Year 2, hell, you're all pro. You make it to the Pro Bowl. Team makes the championship game, but they lose. They don't go to the Super Bowl. Then guess what happens? You get hurt.
Mm-hmm.
You can't play.
You
have surgery. And the Packers could cut you. And you know what? You still got a 3-year contract. You still got 3 years, $5 million a year on your contract. And you know how much of that you get? You don't get a dime.
Nope.
Because that money's not in the NFL. It's not guaranteed.
Right.
You get
so
cut.
So that money was dependent on me playing.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That's why you'll hear these contracts. They'll say he signed for 4 years for $48 million, 20 of it guaranteed.
Oh, yeah, that's what the guaranteed means, that you'll get it. No
right. Matter. But in this case, like 20 years, or excuse me, 5 years, 48 million, 20 guaranteed. That means the 20 is guaranteed, but the other 28 isn't. And if the team wants to let you go, they can just decide they don't like the color of your hair. They don't have to have. If they just decide to let you go, you're gone, and so is your non-guaranteed money.
Yep. Okay.
In the NFL, it works that way. I don't know about the NBA.
Okay, yeah. So if Urban has any guaranteed money, then they will have to pay him that.
Right.
But again, we don't know what the details of his contract were. So.
It's not like some of these over the road truck drivers like Slim Shady that get paid $5,000 a week whether they drive for 20 miles or for 100 and 1,000. Oh, sorry, Slim. How's it going, buddy?
I don't get paid like that either, but I'd be willing to bet. I'd be willing to guarantee there's probably some guaranteed money in Urban Meyer's contract.
Yeah. Well, hell, even if there's not, even if he never sees another dime from the Jaguars, I mean, how much money's the man got in the bank? I mean, he's
I don't think he's struggling to go buy groceries.
Right. If he needs to buy a new SUV tomorrow, he can just go down and pay cash. Yeah,
I'm fairly certain of that.
That's right. Yep. Shad Khan told him to hit the road. Yeah.
Yeah. How did do either one of you guys know, how did Khan make his money? Is he an oil guy? Is he a newspaper magnate? I mean, where'd his wealth come from?
It would have to be oil. I mean, who buys the newspaper anymore?
Well, no, I'm just trying to come up with some,
Yeah. I mean, given how the world is today, it's pretty safe certainty that it's either oil or technology, one of the two.
Right. He made it somewhere. I just don't know how he did.
Yeah.
I
I don't get what the big deal was with Urban. So what? I mean, is this still over the fact that he got caught in a bar with, a 20-year-old? Who gives a shit?
Yeah, well, I think if I'm not mistaken, and I sure as hell could be wrong because I don't follow the NFL like I do college, there were all sorts of internal dissensions. The coaching staff was coming apart at the seams and the players were pissed off. Apparently he had really rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. So there's some behind the scenes stuff that I don't think we're going to ever find out about.
Right. Well, he's the owner of Flexingate.
Owner of Flexingate.
Flexingate. It's an automotive manufacturing.
Okay.
Okay, I guess we'll have to look up Flexingate. Okay. Flexingate.
Well, I know he's one of the big proponents of these international games. That's why Jacksonville plays in London a lot. I mean, he really wants the NFL to.
Okay, well, they're a car parts manufacturer. Yeah. It says it's an American automotive parts supplier company, which ranked by Automotive News the 7th largest American auto parts supplier and 33rd largest supplier in the world.
Well, I'm sure all the owners are proponents of those international games, Jeff, because they make more money off of them.
Yeah, that's I have to say, I thought he was in trouble, but I do have to admit that I was surprised when it happened. Not that it upsets me because I don't like the man. I think the man's a terrible human. I think, like I said, phenomenal college football coach, crap human being by all accounts.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, you could probably name what? I mean, really and truly, you can probably name what? 5 coaches ever that were probably good human beings. Most of them are garbage human beings.
Yeah. Good morning, Battle Angel. It seems like your guy couldn't do the morning show today, so now I'm just doing a little, hangout stream. So.
Morning, BA.
That lady's on my list.
Morning, everyone.
Good morning, Millis.
What are we? Are we behind? Are we in the air conditioning vent on the dashboard there, or what's the deal?
Well, maybe. I'm driving trucks. I gotta find me a spot to pull over and fix it. I just wanted to come in and say hello to everyone this morning.
Y'all, can y'all hear me okay? I have you on my Bluetooth.
Yeah, we hear you okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let me know if it gets out of hand. Hey, Millis, hope you're having a good morning, buddy.
Thank you, sir. I am having a great morning. I hope you are too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But I wanted to get y'all's thoughts on that as well. I know y'all were just talking about it, but I was kind of surprised that they did fire him, especially after the first year, because he seems like the kind of guy. He had a very good draft. That's where it kind of threw me off. That going into this second year, I could see him with another great draft and the Jaguars turning around. Not saying they're going to, be above 500 or go to a Super Bowl, but I could see them having another great year of picks. So it did kind of throw me off. But y'all are right. I think it may have had something to do with the locker room. Maybe him just losing the players or something. But I don't
Well,
know.
there was one story that he was just too authoritarian, and that was a problem that Saban had when he was with the Dolphins, and it's a problem a lot of college coaches have because they're
Yeah,
used to, they say something, they're used to getting their way, and all of a sudden you're not dealing with young kids anymore. You're dealing with grown men who are themselves millionaires and professionals, and you can't treat or coach an NFL squad like you can a college squad.
Absolutely
yeah.
not.
I did hear that about the saving deal. So I agree. Um, you're
Yeah,
right, though.
and I think you're absolutely right. I think that's why a lot of college coaches, have trouble transitioning to the NFL.
Yes. Yep.
I mean, because you've legitimately got what, two guys that have won rings at both levels. I don't count
Yeah,
Barry Switzer because he walked into a loaded team that was on a
Right.
roll.
You got
yeah.
Jimmy Johnson and Pete Carroll.
Yeah, and I know
You
Pete
know,
actually came
Be
to
careful, bro. You
college
got them
from the
Packers rolling
NFL.
the ball down there on the four lane.
Yeah.
To
Yeah.
heck,
Yeah. People, you're right. You're right, and people forget that.
break breaker 19, breaker breaker
And
19.
you're not a
All right. All
appreciate
right.
that, sir. I don't have to take
All right, Snodgrass, you slide in behind that suicide jockey, breaker 10.
yeah. Yeah, so
You
apparently
know
it proves
the
that Rick knows the real reason why Irvin was fired. They say he kicked the kicker while he was stretching pregame one week and was like, "Grr, make your kicks." The guy looks back at him and says, "Don't ever do that to me again." Irvin barks back.
wow.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
heard
I
about
did.
that, and I'm just like, I saw that, and I'm like, okay, it sounds like, the kicker's got his panties in a wad
Urban
or something.
Meyer kicker.
Well, but it makes me think too though that's not the first time Urban had done something stupid. So all of the players are already thinking like, if he ever does something to me, I'm gonna let him have it.
I mean, there's plenty of people though with Swift booting the ass would do him a lot of good.
I know, but I know you agree with me, but
That's it.
you have to go about it differently with a NFL player than you would a college player.
Oh,
You
I
know.
agree with that
It
point,
says,
but get out of your feelings.
Yeah. Agree with that. Yeah. Yeah, it's okay to
yeah,
have
it
your
says,
tail chewed out, whether you're in the NFL or not.
yeah, former Jaguars kicker Josh Lambo says he was kicked by Urban Meyer during warm-ups.
What the heck? Come on, Urban. That just
Maybe
sounds like I don't know.
maybe Urban was just trying to show him how to flop right whenever
There
somebody
you go.
runs into
Yeah.
Hey, but y'all know something that I love about sports. When you watch
Yes.
the NFL, there are not very many coaches, and I mean like 95% of the coaches in the NFL. None of them look athletic. Like you got Pete Carroll, who looks like he may have been athletic back in the day, but take Andy Reid. Like
Andy
this
Reid
man
looks
looks
like a
like
human Angry Bird.
Yeah, he said
yeah,
yesterday. Yeah, he said that Mama Urban said, "Hey dipshit, make your fucking kicks."
yeah.
That's amazing.
That's funny. That actually is pretty funny. But that's why I love sports though is you can know the game and not look like you play it.
Well, I mean, and there's some of them that haven't. I mean, take two of the greatest coaches ever in football, in Nick Saban and John Madden. Neither one of them played football.
Yes, and
Yeah.
then yes, and then so then
Saban played at Kent State, but he didn't do anything.
okay, I'll
Yeah,
wait.
they play football.
Yeah,
Saints.
there's more, but I'll wait.
Stetson Bennett is taller than Nick Saban. Nick Saban didn't play nothing. Stop it.
Yeah, he did. He was a defensive back at Kent State.
Yes, so there's more, and then
I played left out.
fine, I'll wait. Still.
Go ahead, Vic. You got more on Disturbing Liar?
Yeah. So and then Lambo said, "Don't you ever fucking kick me again." And his and then Urban said, "I'm the head ball coach. I'll kick you whenever the fuck I want."
That's amazing.
Yeah. That shit'll fly in Columbus. It's not going to fly in Dallas, Las Vegas, New York, Jacksonville, Chicago. Not when you're dealing with professionals, not when you're dealing with grown men.
But you notice he did it to the one player in that locker room that you could probably get away with it on.
Yeah. Yeah, he did it to the kicker. I noticed he didn't do that to the right tackle, did he?
I mean, could you imagine Urban Meyer trying to walk up and kick Ndamukong Suh in the ass?
Yeah. Oh, dude, I bet he would whoop his ass, dude. I bet he would.
Imagine him walking up to Khalil Mack or Aaron Donald and said, "Why don't you get your ass in the backfield and make some sacks?" Yeah.
Well,
they don't play for Jacksonville though.
No, he's just saying like that type of player.
None of them play for Jacksonville.
But
I don't know, it's about 3-4 miles over in Oak Thorpe County and full grown sitting on your side of the. Yeah, Roger, we appreciate your comeback drive. You have to go there, Roger. Yeah, I think that's both. You do the same.
Dude, I ain't gonna lie. I got a CB in my truck. Half the time, I need a translator for these motherfuckers.
Yeah, so he said he was the former. I guess that's why. I guess that's why he left. Yeah. I guess that's why. Well, I guess that's why he's the former kicker. I don't know if he quit or if he got cut.
well, and it makes sense though about him kicking the kicker because, like you guys said, he kicked the one player that he could probably get away with it. It just goes to show he loves control so much that he targeted the one player that he could do it to.
Right.
Like it's almost sad. It's like. Yeah, I don't know. It's like you guys said, he ain't no way he going up to a linebacker and doing that because these guys are grown men. They have lawyers. They already know that if they whoop his tail for doing it, they could easily get away with it.
Well, I mean, that's why I threw out Ndamukong Suh because he doesn't care. He'll stomp on whoever.
Yeah, I know.
You know, I was saying before you guys when it was just Vic and I, you know, and if I was the head coach at Ohio State or Georgia or Texas or any big time program, and I was successful, in other words, nobody's coming from my ass. The alumni are happy. The fans are happy. It's my job as long as I don't screw up. Why in the hell would I do something that would imperil my job? And why the hell would I even think about going to the NFL? I mean, if you're the king of a college, if you're the top of the mountain at a certain college, I mean, you're the man. I mean, you know, why would you leave that? And I don't care what, you know, pick your program. Why would you want to leave?
I guess he quit because of his health, I guess. I don't know. Or that's
I think some of these guys have ego. Some of these guys have ego, and they want to prove that they can win at the next level.
He left Ohio State for his health, is what he says.
At this point, you're right, Jeff, because college coach salaries have caught up to NFL coach salaries.
Yes.
The reason a lot of them have left in the past is because it was always a bump up in pay.
Right. They wanted to go up, and the only place you could get that money was to, But now you don't have to.
Right.
So it's like, why would you? Yeah.
I mean, my God, they're paying Matt Campbell $4 million in Ames, Iowa, at one of historically one of the worst programs in the history of college football, and he's making
Shut the
$4 million
fuck up,
a year. I mean, holy cow! I never thought I'd see that day.
I know. Bro, I can't fucking stand dogs. I mean, I love dogs, don't get me wrong, but it's like, shut up, dude. If he keeps barking, I'm just going to put y'all on mute. That's getting on my nerves. I wish I could put the dog on mute. I might go punch that dog in the face.
Hey, Vic, thanks for having me in. I'm going to have to run. Everybody out there, everybody have a great day, and we'll all talk later. Everybody stay safe.
That's right.
I'm putting y'all on mute till I get back in the truck. But I'm listening. I'm here.
So,
What's up, Nate?
not much. Not awake yet, but just got up.
Just got up. Nate, I'm gonna need you to step it up, sir. My day started 7 hours ago.
8:16. Yeah, it's 8:16, Nate.
Yeah, I know. Actually, I'll take that back. I did not just get up. I just I got like at 7.
No. Change your story now just because we called you out on it.
7:30. Right.
Just at this point, Nate, just own it. Yeah, I got up at 8:15. What of it?
Yeah.
So I don't know if you saw do you know the recruit Walter Nolan? Did he sign anywhere yet or no?
Who? Walter who?
Nolan. I think he's the second top recruit in the nation. I don't know if he decided yet.
If only I followed recruiting, which I don't. So.
I don't either, but I was watching.
Just tell me who we got. Just tell me who my team signed. Yeah.
Oh.
I'm the same way as you, Vic, but I was watching when Travis chunked that Florida State hat and put on the JSU hat. I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really like. I wouldn't say I really like, but I dislike FSU as a fans or whoever it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. So aren't you you're a Jaguars fan, right, Nate?
Sure. Yeah.
So how do you feel about my mom, Urban Meyer getting
He
fired?
needs to go. He's a bust.
He needs to go.
Well, I mean, you can't really say he's a bust when he was there for 13 games.
That's true. I mean,
and he went 2-11. So
I mean, I hope he does turn around, but I mean,
2-11.
I thought. I mean, first year head coaches, I get they are not that good first year and probably do better next year. I don't know.
I know that's
yeah, I know what you mean. And you probably meant not a bust, but a buster. That's probably what you meant.
Yes, that Urban Meyer and Trevor Lawrence, no losing for the first time. So
yeah,
definitely for Trevor Lawrence. I mean, didn't he never lost a game in high school. He just lost just a couple of games in college. So so I guess Trevor Lawrence now learning what it's like to lose.
Well, I mean, that's a lesson everybody learns. Nobody retires undefeated.
Yes, he's learning how to lose and he's learning how to suck. So
well, I thought I don't think it's Trevor's fault. I think it's just
I mean, didn't he? Yeah,
the
he only
whole
lost.
team sucks.
Yeah, he only lost one game. Two. Yeah, he lost 2 games, and he lost to
Because
LSU.
he doesn't have an
in
O
5
line to get time to throw it. And the team is young, I would say.
So now this year, Trevor Lawrence has as many wins in the NFL as he has losses in college. So I mean, we're not going to count the Notre Dame game in 2020 because he didn't
He didn't
play.
play. That's right.
So,
That was back when DJ was good.
yep.
Don't know. How's it going, TB?
What's up, Nate? You good, buddy?
Yep. Now my bus is here.
Are you gonna take us on the bus with you?
Yeah.
Let's go. Tell them that Tiger Baskin said, "Hey."
All right. Y'all have a good day. Just wanted to stop by and say hi. And
Bye, Nate. See you, buddy.
He walked away from his Wi-Fi.
Good looking out. I got you.
Yep.
Well, but yeah, no, I agree. That was the odd part to me. I don't care what you do in your first season. Like the fact is, you got some good key players in the draft, and then this year's draft is kind of looking, I don't know. I may be wrong, but if I'm the Jaguars, you tank this whole season. Go ahead and get you a top 3, top 4, 5 pick. I might sound biased, but go ahead and get Jordan Davis. That way you have your offense set up a little bit. Get you a plug in the middle of defense. I don't know.
Unless Jordan Davis can fix his cardio issues, I wouldn't want him.
I mean, I say that, but
that big boy got gas.
If he had cardio issues, he wouldn't have won. All those awards.
They don't swap out players in the NFL as much as Kirby Smart does.
Oh, agreed. I would agree you'd have to get in shape for that, but I think any player would have to get in shape for that. You know what I mean? Like, I think, example, Azeez Ojulari averaged, 14 plays a game when he played at Georgia. And now he broke the franchise sack record for the Giants. So it's like, I don't think it would take much to get there, but I do agree he would have to get there.
I said, as long as he fixes that, fine.
Yeah, agreed.
Right now they have the second pick, though, as it stands.
See, what would y'all get if y'all were the Jaguars right now with the second pick? What, not just player, but what position would you go after? I'm thinking either Will Anderson from Bama or, like I said, a D lineman.
Yeah, Will Anderson or Jordan Davis. Yeah, Jordan Davis or Will Anderson or the guy from Michigan. What's his name? Hayden Hutchinson. Right?
I don't watch enough Jacksonville play to see what all they need.
Me neither.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just thinking off of last year, they got 2 cornerbacks. They got Travis Etienne, and I want to say an offensive lineman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they drafted Tyson Campbell. Yeah.
And DJ Daniel. Both cornerbacks are from Georgia.
Yep.
But
okay.
I was just thinking, I'm like, if I'm them, you probably want to go towards either interior lineman or offensive lineman.
Okay. It says Trevor Torn Alien says Trevor Lawrence lost to Trinity his senior year at Cartersville. Oh, okay.
Wow. Thank you for letting us know.
I thought he was undefeated.
Well, I mean, like I said,
not quite undefeated. He did have one loss. Okay.
Irregardless of it, like I said, nobody ends their career undefeated.
Yeah. I agree. I just and I know it'll come out soon. I think we all know that. Whatever happened with Urban Meyer and them, it'll come out. But I
Oh
was
yeah,
just
one thing's a guarantee. These people are terrible at keeping secrets.
exactly.
Let's see. Joe Sandberg says defensive end or cornerback. Captain Trips he Deeks and Captain Trips the offensive line. Berg says Aiden Hutchinson, Kayvon or Stingley.
Oh yeah, Kayvon Thibodeau. Yes.
Deeks also says wide receivers.
Oh, I mean, I didn't think about that.
Rick
Help
says
Trevor Lawrence out.
His legs hurts.
What?
But but he doesn't play for. But Josh Lambo doesn't play for Jacksonville anymore.
Oh, kicker, his legs hurt. Oh, you're talking about
the Steelers now.
He's dumb, bro.
Oh, okay. You're saying he didn't lose a regular season game. Okay.
All right.
Deeks has a signed ball from Josh Lambo. Awesome. Will Anderson has another year. Okay. So he can't go pro after this year.
No, he can, but he's saying he can stay another year if he wants.
Okay, he has another year, but I mean, no, he's not coming back. I mean, if he's eligible, he's.
I think he's like top 2 or top 3. Him and Nakobe Dean. Him and Nakobe Dean from Georgia are considered the top 2 linebackers.
He's gone. Sorry, LW.
There's a lot of
sophomore. Okay, I guess he is coming back then. Okay.
I think he's a redshirt sophomore.
I guess they can.
If he's a redshirt sophomore, he can still go.
Yeah, about to say,
I mean, I've seen plenty of first round guys still decide to come back for their senior year. It happens quite regularly.
Yeah, especially when they have a chance at a national championship.
Okay, right. Well, I don't know why you're apologizing to us, but
you don't know us.
Apologize. It's too late. It's too. Okay. All right,
no. I'm not meaning to take advantage of Lou's cancellation. I'm not meaning to do that.
Why not?
What do you mean? Why not?
Why not?
So what if you took advantage of it? Does it matter? No. Is anybody really going to care?
No.
I guess he does. I guess he's not going to care that time.
There you go.
I guess he's not going to care.
Wait, and wouldn't you be on the show anyways? It's Thursday, so.
Yes, I'll be on anyway. I mean.
Oh yeah.
Not meaning to take cancellation.
Yes,
you doesn't feel that way.
You've deeply offended him, and you're going to get a tersely worded email about it.
Did I? I don't know.
I could see Lou sending Vic an email and a caption of the subject being tersely worded. Hey, but I do want to hear the conspiracy though about this whole the Jim. I didn't get to talk about that. I had to get off earlier.
So we'll see. I thought about maybe texting him and asking him, but I didn't want to text him and then him just be like, "Oh, well, you don't need my permission to stream."
That's exactly what he would tell you.
He would say that.
He would say, "Well, you don't need my permission to stream." Oh. Yeah. Battle Angel says his Karen is gonna come out.
Oh, and he's got plenty of inner Karen. Trust me.
I know.
Does his Karen look good though? Because there are some Karens out there that are hot.
Stream today since Uncle Lou couldn't do the morning show, and I was just going to be bored on a Thursday morning with nothing to do. So So I'm sure
Gotcha.
he understands. Yeah.
Okay.
Got to kind of feel bad for anybody out there named Karen right about now,
I
though.
know. I know.
No, dude, I don't know if it was on a show or something, but I saw where a lady got so upset that they were calling people that, and they were like, "That's not fair to people out there named Karen,"
Yes,
blah blah blah. Well,
yes,
Or,
I'm
or
not meaning to, cut in on him or anything on what he's doing. I mean, I'm not going to do this every Thursday. I'm only, doing.
Vic, we already know this. You do not have to explain yourself. We understand.
If Uncle Lou could have done the morning show today, I'd be on the phone with Lou on the morning show right now. So.
Who is Vic about to
It's
fight?
not the same, without Uncle Lou. I mean, I'd rather that, Uncle Lou was here. I'd rather be
Vic,
doing the show with Uncle Lou.
Mr. Vic, no explanation necessary, sir.
Yes. Just say there's nothing on today. I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Now back to these poor Karens. They're not the only ones, though, man. I mean, how do you cheer for a son named Brandon right now?
Let's go, Brandon.
No, you just have to say, "Let's go, B. Let's go, B. Rand. Let's go, B." Is that your son right there? What's his name? B.
I don't know if Tiger Baskins intentionally muted himself or not.
Yeah, I did, guys. I'm just gonna talk to the owner of the house real quick, and then I'll be right back. I'm just gonna let him know that I'm here to start.
See, that's why I love my job. I don't have to deal with people.
Oh wow! Hold on, I'll be right back.
Well, LW, he's been getting better about the interceptions every time he plays Alabama. Last year he threw 3. This year he only threw 2. So now maybe in the national championship, he'll only throw 1. So.
Well.
Yeah, and unlike last year, at least he didn't have 10 passes batted down at the line of scrimmage. So there's that too. So
I thought only Bill Clinton lived in that town called Hope.
Huh? What?
I said I thought only Bill Clinton lived in a town called Hope.
Okay, right. I don't get what that means, but okay.
Because Bill Clinton's from Hope, Arkansas.
Oh. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm back though. They did not answer the door.
Now come on now, Rick. You're already trying to blame refs. Don't do that.
Yeah, and you're trying to blame Bennett too. Yeah, I know.
No, what do you mean trying to?
There's plenty of blame to go for Bennett, but
I was about to say.
I don't know. He says UGA. No. Momo, UGA is not. Yes, it's UGA versus Bennett. Well, UGA is not playing Stetson Bennett. Stetson Bennett is playing for UGA.
I think it's Stetson Bennett versus Stetson Bennett, to be honest.
Yeah. There you go. That could be it.
I just don't like people. Even my own team, any team. I don't like the whole excuse of, well, the refs gave it to them, or the refs. No, they're not. Stop it.
No, and the only time I've ever had any type of feeling toward that was
Battle dropped dropped a pick six. Yes, that's why he doesn't play wide receiver.
I didn't drop anything. What are you talking about?
No, it's talking about
I know.
I'm about to make you drop your reception.
No,
he
no,
dropped
that
a pick six. Well,
no.
he did
but
not throw
both
3. It doesn't count unless he actually catches it, unless he actually makes the interception. It doesn't.
What I'm saying is, what it does count as is a bonehead play.
And not receiver. I mean,
I'm actually going to disagree with that. I think Battle Angel has dropped a ball or two in her time.
Wow.
I guess you'll never know.
It's a
I wanted to actually just come on here and tell the people in the comment section to stop mistreating VicTube.
There you go. There you go. Let's go. See, VicTube, people are on your side, bro.
Yeah. No.
We're on your good side, not your ugly side. You're pretty sad.
I agree with Rick Sanchez that refs are terrible, but I think it's more. I attribute to incompetence before I attribute to malice.
Yeah. They're just terrible either way. Yeah. But like the only times that I've ever seen where refs have been like terrible, I heard that the NCAA issued an apology to Michigan. Is that right? For the Michigan State game?
Oh, okay.
I don't know, but you may be right.
No, I mean, like, it was like, I think Michigan lost, but it was like the NCAA came out and apologized and said there were multiple calls that were like in favor of Michigan to the point where they issued an apology. And I thought, dude, that never happened. So it must have been
Then how come they didn't issue 3 of them last year for Auburn wins?
Man, I know. Auburn always gets that crap. But one that I was thinking of is, like, the only time I've ever seen anything where I've been against it or against the referees was that one time. Now, that doesn't mean that it would have mattered. I mean, it probably would have, but when Tyler Simmons was offsides and they went back and the referee, and the association was like, we apologize. He wasn't offsides. He was back a few yards and then got a head start on the count.
No, they should have made it a reviewable play. Yeah.
No, I didn't miss your other variables, Rick. I agree with the other 2. The one I disagreed with was the refs.
Yes, see? So there you go. Alabama had 7 penalties. Georgia had 6. Yeah, see? So there you go.
So, Vic, what was the topic of discussion today?
Oh, it's going to be...
Hey, Bia.
Yeah, it was going to be about...
Tiger Baskins.
Jim Jones. Yeah.
Sorry, y'all. That little bar thing is going away. Yeah.
Sorry, Vic. What was it going to be? What was the topic of discussion?
Jim Jones. Yeah.
Oh, Jim Jones. That would have been a good one.
Yes, yeah.
That crazy motherfucker.
No, yeah. So y'all tell me though, because it doesn't make sense to me. Y'all are telling me this dude, he did what now? He created a cult?
Yes, right.
Yeah, he was a cult leader.
Well, he was a pastor, and then he became a cult leader.
A pastor, but not like Pastor Troy.
Well, no.
I mean, pastor,
he made his own church. Yeah.
Well, I mean, pastor, cult leader, same thing.
Hello.
I found.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about somebody that is the epitome of like a cult leader, like Jim Jones would probably be on top of that list.
That's right. Yeah, and then they started out. They were pretty chill. My mom starting out, but. They were like, doing a lot of like, civil rights stuff. So, but anyway, but then, later, Jones is just, my mom went off the deep end. Yeah,
it went off the rails. You're absolutely correct.
Yeah, I watched a documentary about it in my psychology class. So.
Yeah, so you know the saying, drink. Like when somebody says, "Hey, are you drinking the Kool-Aid?" or something like that. That's where that came from, TV.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah. So then Jones and his mum followers they then established their own community in South America. So.
Now, and this is the weird part, y'all, because I've heard a little bit about this, but and I mean, y'all can call me crazy if you want. I'm not saying I believe it, but it, I do not trust our government. I do not trust anything they have to say. So when they tell me somebody is crazy and that they have to go in and do all this stuff, I always look at it like, there's got to be more to the story.
Yeah.
Does that make sense,
Well,
y'all?
well, it does make sense because if you look at what happened in Waco, those people hadn't done anything to anybody.
Yes. Yes. Exactly. That's why when I hear stuff like this, I'm thinking, what really happened? I know we won't know unless somebody spills it, but for them to say that, oh, he moved and he's a cult and these people died, and he made them all take this medicine, they're dead. They can't. Bro, we have crisis actors that come on and tell us how they feel about it, and they weren't even there. They're paid to say all that. Wipe everybody out. And
so anyway, so basically what happened is that a lot of the parents, because they're like a lot of teenagers that went with Jones South America, and then they felt that felt like their kids had been kidnapped, so they wanted to sort of bring them back. So like sent like the army down there to bring them back, and then most of them committed suicide rather than surrender.
Yeah, and see, that's another
Most
part.
of them. Try like 90% of them.
Well, they didn't. Well, they didn't. They didn't all do it though, because
I guess what I'm saying is
there were still people left to interview.
Exactly. That's my point. That's exactly my point. There were people still left to interview.
They didn't all go through with it. So.
But that's my thing is there were people left to interview, and it's like, how you gonna tell me all these people?
And they just went home, I guess.
All these people don't believe that Epstein committed suicide, but then when somebody else says, "Oh, yeah, they killed," and it's like, I'm not doing it, bro. That's why I just don't listen to anything on the news when it comes to stuff. I think something else happened and they covered it up.
That would be another great conspiracy theory to talk about is Epstein, or have you already talked about Epstein?
We did that already.
Okay.
No,
that must have been before I was around.
No, you were here. You were just, I don't know. You don't know what you were doing. Yeah. Hello.
Nobody knows what I'm doing. I don't even know what I'm doing.
Just as a congressman from California and an NBC reporter were shot.
But yeah, I just sent him back.
Well, I know what Battle Angel was doing. She was on Epstein Island when we were talking about it.
Oh, slim.
She was laid out on the beach working on her tan.
Merry Christmas. Yes, sir. Merry Christmas to you.
Working your way up to the top of that list, huh?
Uh-oh.
No idea what y'all are talking about. What y'all talking about?
Slim was just saying that I was on Epstein Island when y'all were talking when Dick was talking about it before. Yeah, I told him he's slowly getting himself to the top of that list. My list right there, my list.
So Lou came in and saved the day. Lou had a submarine and he went out there with all the other ones. But y'all know what's crazy about that? Y'all want to hear a real thing?
And you wonder why we don't talk about how we met.
Exactly.
Well, we already know that. He met you were working at the Happy House. Yeah.
That's right. That's the story, and we're sticking to it.
The kids that BA has, she actually rescued them from the island as well. So that makes sense.
The island of boringness and blandness that he seldom likes to travel on.
Island boy. But, no, look, this is a real conspiracy. Y'all know that the Kyle Rittenhouse trial and the trial of Epstein's wife were on the same day?
Okay.
And that I think hers started when his was ending, yeah.
Yeah, and it was funny because all they had was a portrait drawn out of hers, but yet there was video footage and everything from this trial. Like all eyes were on this trial. That's all that was tweeted about all day, social media, everything. And it's like we were more worried about some random shooting than we were about the biggest child trafficking, sex trafficking thing going on in the world, like in history. And that's
Well,
what
I
I'm saying.
mean,
Like,
as far as media, yes. I mean, you can't necessarily attribute that to everybody, though. I mean,
no,
I
I'm
watched
saying the
both
media is
cases.
controlled by that.
Well, it
I'm
depends
Yeah,
saying
on.
the media is controlled by those people.
I think
I,
what I think the difference was that one of them was a state trial versus a federal trial. So
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Is we're more worried about not we as in I know what you
it's
mean.
different.
So I'm saying
It's different. Rules about how much media coverage it is allowed. So
yeah, but that don't. I mean, well then tell me how come I can find everything out about the case when I look it up? I'm saying
you can.
social media platforms and the news only talked about that trial, the Rittenhouse, and nobody, no social media, nothing came out except some of these like undercover ones that you can follow. Uh, kind of on Instagram or on TikTok that kind of put a lot of the stuff out there. It just, like I said,
well,
that's
like I
why I
said,
don't.
one was also starting when the other one was ending.
Yeah,
So now the fact that they haven't picked up coverage
exactly.
on
Since they've
Epstein's
ended it.
girlfriend, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, don't get me wrong. I think both of them, if you want to get right down to brass tacks, were critical issues
yes,
because
agreed.
I mean, because people that Kyle Rittenhouse case was far more than just somebody shooting somebody. I mean,
I know. I'm
if
saying
they had
to me it was a
if they had
distraction.
if they had come back and said guilty, that case would have been used uh, as precedence for completely tearing down any self-defense rights in this country.
Yes.
Yeah, agreed. I agreed.
You
Yeah, and
do.
I told people that too. I know people were like, well, he shouldn't have been there. And it's like, I agree. There's no parent that I know would have ever let their son do some shit like that. And
Well, you
no
know what?
parent, ever.
You can make that argument for everybody that was there.
Some shit
And
like
I'm saying an underage kid. I'm saying if I don't know any parent that would if my kid is 35 years old, he's going to do what he wants. But if my kid's a junior in high school or a senior in high school, it's like, motherfucker, you got school tomorrow. You
yeah,
going
and I
to keep
guess
your ass right there. Go do
he's
your
not.
homework.
Yeah, and I guess he's not running off with Jim Jones down to South America.
But it doesn't matter. That's the thing. It doesn't matter where you are. Whatever happens, you do have the right to defend yourself. Like, I agree. But my point was, it was just such a huge distraction of, I think, a bigger issue. Like, how many times you guys go to Walmart, especially in the last, like, 10, 15 years, you see all those missing signs where all these kids are missing. And it's like, it's never been an issue in America. I mean, it has been, but nobody has ever really talked about it because all these people out there with power are the ones that do it. These sick ass people.
Mm-hmm.
That's what kind of gets on my nerves. Is I
World we
feel
live
like
in right now.
what?
That's the world we live in right now. That's the one thing. Whenever anybody asks me, like, what is my biggest fear? Honestly, it's what the world's gonna be like when my children get older, like, like
Yeah,
adult age. I mean, this world is fucking crazy, man. It's crazy.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. That's what's trippy. Uh, that's why I say, like, I wish they would focus on stuff like that, but in reality, it's like they try not to make too big of a deal about it. And it's like, you were talking about the Epstein deal, and I think Vic covered this, but like the Maxwell, his wife or whatever, she owns a submarine business and has her submarine license. So it was like all these rumors about her using the submarine to do this and that, and it's like, who the hell owns a submarine business? Like, what the flip, bro?
That's pretty badass, actually.
I mean, it is, but not when you taking 50 kids underwater so nobody can ever see you doing anything.
No, that aspect of it is not. But I mean, damn, I'd love to say I own my own submarine.
Then I guess where I'm getting to is the why. Like, I would love to hear her explanation. Like, oh, my granddaddy was a submarine general, or like, where did this all come from? Type deal. That's the part where it's like nobody knows these people's history.
Well,
Like
I mean, that's like,
how did Epstein
well,
become somebody?
so I get where you're going, but that's like saying, asking why does she own it? That's like asking why do I own a cannon? Because I can, and it's fun.
Yeah, I
That's
get
why.
that part, but you're also not into speculation for killing for this many people, and everybody's like, is the cannon what's killing them? It'd be different if you were under speculation. I can have 47 guns in my house, but if I'm not being speculated or accused of killing anybody, then it's like,
Yeah.
it is what it is. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, there's no, what do you call it? Not evidence, but there's no, like when a cop pulls you over and they can smell weed, they have the right to get you out of the car. You might not have it on you. Yes, probable cause. It's like, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Well, actually, and that's actually something that leads to a lot of what we'll call it ugly incidents with cops. Guess what, people? It's a matter of law at this point, and actually has been for about 60 years. If a cop tells you to get out of a car, you have to do it for any reason. He doesn't have to have probable cause to ask you to get out of a vehicle. That's the law.
I agree completely. And I went to the police academy. I was planning on becoming a cop, but a lot of the people in the police academy.
And as a matter of fact, you can look it up. Pennsylvania versus Mims, if I'm not mistaken. It ended up all the way to the federal Supreme Court.
That's pretty cool. I just know I just listening to people in there. It's like I agree. Probable cause is a lot. Like, and it's such a gray area. That's what they talked about. And it's like people are like, well, they have the decision to do what they want. But and it's like, well, I mean, they kind of do, but it also goes on their record, their resume. So if they do enough things that are bad, it will catch up to them.
Sure.
But
I think the main reason people in the U.S. are not following it like you're saying is because most of the kids are not from the U.S. That's why. So it's easy for people to turn more of a blind eye to it.
I see what you're saying. Yes.
All right, boys. I guess I'm heading out. I'm going to get my undercarriage taken care of.
Okay.
Whoa, what? Don't
That
say
sounds
that.
interesting.
No.
She needs on the car, but yeah.
I'm going to get my oil changed.
Yeah, on her car.
Is that code for something?
Yes.
I don't want to know that.
Going to get my undercarriage taken care of.
Bye. Now, see you later, dude. Be safe.
Y'all have a great morning.
Okay.
All right, you too.
All right.
Bye.
Well, Rick Sanchez, I don't agree with your math because a gun is a tool, and you need the right tool for the right job.
I know a bunch of tools. They're not guns, but.
Well, he's saying that he only has two guns because he only has two hands. I have a different. I look at a gun as a tool and use specific tool for a specific job.
Yeah, like gardening tools. I don't only have two gardening tools.
Exactly.
I need a different tool. I don't only have two little people. Just depends on how long I'm taking. I go and get the little person that I'm feeling. I can't say their name on there. No, I know. And I didn't mean I wasn't trying to make any of this political, I promise. I was just saying, it's just with all that's going on in the world, it's like I train and coach nothing but kids. And it's like I don't have a kid, but yet that is my biggest fear of a kid that I train or I'm close to going missing. Like I would lose. I'd lose it.
Believe me, that crosses the mind of every parent in America.
Yeah, that's terrible. One of my favorite people is Ashton Kutcher. He stopped doing movies and shows and stuff to actually fight child trafficking, like sex trafficking. He was basically he was shunned after he started fighting for it. He was shunned from a lot of future movies and TV shows and stuff like that.
Well, you know who else was involved with it?
Who's that?
The same thing Ashton Kutcher is, Chris Cornell.
Really? I didn't know that. See, man, you gotta have balls to do that, man.
You know who else was involved with it besides those two? Chester Bennington. I'm just saying, Ashton Kutcher might want to watch out.
But that's that's my point. Is you got to have balls to do something like that because you put yourself in the crosshairs and start you know because not everybody you meet, not everybody you say hey to, not everybody you shake their hand is a good person. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Well, no, the world's full of crappy people.
that's right.
Yes, and dangerous people
Yep.
like Vic, bro. I'm actually intimidated by Vic. Like when
Really?
we were
Why?
driving, we were on the way to Roger's house. I could just feel him like getting ready to pull a gun on me and like
What?
take me to
Oh,
take me to a
dude,
gangster. Like
until
what?
until
What?
until he showed back up, I was convinced Vic had done a roll by on Michael Hogue.
Oh snap, bro, Vic. Yeah, that I could see that, bro. And and it'd be one of those like the 60 round drum. That way, by the time he's fully gone by, everybody gone. The little dog, the schnauzer, the Shih Tzu, the reindeer in the
Uh,
backyard. Because I think Michael Hogue does have a reindeer. But
Rick Sanchez, you don't need to apply to buy a Sherman tank. You just have to have a deep enough wallet.
Yeah.
And that's legitimately not a joke. They cost. You can find them for sale for
Yeah.
around $2 million.
Yeah, to find one that works, you mean? Yeah.
There's a couple hundred floating around the country.
Yeah. Okay. Right. So ones that actually work. Or,
Yeah.
okay.
It's not illegal to buy a tank. I mean,
Yeah, I
most weaponry, even the military has, is perfectly legal for civilians to buy. You just got to have a deep enough wallet.
I know.
I mean, who is it? John Travolta's got an F-18 fighter.
wait, y'all said John Travolta had one?
He's got an F-18.
Awesome.
But I mean, John Travolta's had. I mean, he's been a pilot for 40 years.
Yeah.
Wow, that's hilarious. All right, we're gonna take this. All right, hold on, y'all. We got an ankle biter.
Don't get your ankles bit. Well, Rick, I'm not going to need a loan if I hit the lottery. I'll just straight out pay
That's
cash
right.
for a tank.
That's right. Yeah, and you would need a crew for your tank, right?
Well, I mean, in theory, yes, but you could also do it yourself.
Really, you can drive a tank by yourself.
You're just not going to be firing off very quickly, but yes. Yeah, Webster, Travolta's got a bunch of planes. That's that Scientology money.
Yeah, you need a bulldozer. You can actually put a bulldozer attachment on the front of a Sherman tank. Yeah.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, they did that. Yeah, they did that in World War II. Yeah, like when they're like trying to like clear like the beaches, they like have like a bulldozer. Yeah.
It would be fun. I'd park it in my front yard. I work with a guy that used to do heavy haul, and a lot of times he would end up having to haul around tanks from one side of the country to the other, whether it be for the government or those in private collections. And he said it always freaked people out because the guns always pointed to the back. All the pilots work at McDonald's now.
What?
That's what Rick Sanchez said. He said all the
Yeah, I know. I saw
pilots
that.
are working at McDonald's.
I saw that. Yeah.
I don't think McDonald's is paying that well.
No. Don't be ridiculous, Rick.
They're paying better than they used to, but they're not up there yet.
Nope.
Well, are you volunteering to work on my tank crew when I buy a tank, Vic?
Oh,
You gonna
yeah.
get it?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll get in. Yeah. Yeah, I'll get in.
We'll make you the gunner.
No.
Yeah, I'll take one of those too, Webster. That'll work. I guarantee if you have it parked in your front yard, you don't ever have to worry about somebody breaking into your house.
No.
I would think you would let Vic drive the tank because of how good he can drive his wheelchair. I think he can stop it on a dime so well that I would in the tank.
I didn't have any narrative, Rick Sanchez, none whatsoever. Never said you weren't a believer in the Second Amendment.
Rick.
See what happens when you assume, sir? Don't assume.
Except plutonium.
Verse
I don't know if plutonium.
Tiger Baskin for president.
I don't know if plutonium is covered by the Second Amendment.
I actually have some at the house. Some plutonium.
Well, I think under the eyes of the law, it would be. That seems like a reasonable restriction, in my opinion.
Yeah, I know.
And besides, if I want a nuke when I win the lottery, I'll just go buy one from North Korea. That's all.
There you go. Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, nuclear bomb. I don't think that doesn't really seem like it counts as arms to me. But
So, did you blow up the nuke? Well, this guy stepped in my front yard, and I saw it on my video camera. I was at work, and I just I'd let the motherfucker have it.
I mean, you did too. I mean,
No. I work out of state.
More than just a burglar. You're gonna take out your whole. You're gonna take out your. You're gonna take out your entire town. I mean, if you were at work, I mean.
I work out of state, Vic. I'm not worried about it.
I mean.
Mr. Sanchez, I am a very proud American, but I do have common sense.
Rick Sanchez is that?
I think everybody should be a proud American because there's no other place or time that anybody would rather live.
American. Well, I don't know. Canada's starting to seem really.
Bats are not really a weapon. So.
Yeah, but if you can be prosecuted for offensive jokes in Canada.
Really?
I don't know if it's legal to own a bat. I don't know.
Maybe a bat would.
Anywhere illegal, but I mean, again, a bat not a weapon, so it's not covered by that. I don't think a bat is covered. Well, a baseball bat, yes. I don't think like a bat, animal bat.
What about
is a weapon, but I don't think that's covered.
Now I agree with Webster.
And again, plutonium is also not really a weapon unless you use it to make a bomb.
My shoe is not a weapon unless I use it.
I agree with Webster. Give me a lightsaber and I'll be good.
Okay. Oh.
Can you name a more badass weapon?
Dude, what? I'd have so many holes in the house that are like, cuts in the wall. Okay. Arigato, Mr. Roboto Domo.
That's right. No, Rick, you can't just walk into a store and buy plutonium, Rick. You have to steal it from the Libyans. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
Vic, if you're
haven't
trying
you
to go
watched
half and
movies?
half, if Vic's trying to go half and half on some plutonium, I got you, bro.
Shit, if he won't, I will.
Yeah,
There you go.
generate those 1.21 gigawatts. Yeah.
Wait, isn't that how they measure fat people in gigawatts?
No, that's electricity, but
Jiggle? What?
gigawatt. Yeah, GIGA. That's right.
Oh, I thought you said jiggle.
WATTS. Yeah, gigawatts.
well, Vic, he was saying JIGGLE.
Yeah, I was saying like,
He's gigawatt. Yeah,
Jake,
gigawatt.
what you got? Them jeans. Them jeans. No, 10:06. What time did I get here?
Yes, I'm assuming I don't know Libyans. Fine individuals with good business sense. That's right. You also need a flux capacitor. That's right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, I know some black market Libyans, so it's all good.
Yeah, and we need an AK-47. Yeah.
I already got one of those. We're already
And a van. Yeah, we need a van too.
Jake, we got you. You got a van. You got it.
We need a windowless van too.
We can paint the windows black on your van.
Wagon vans. Yeah. And we need an AK-47.
Well, I mean, I know somebody.
RPG. So.
Well, I mean, I know somebody with a windowless van, but it's got rainbows and ice cream cones on it.
Hold on, y'all. Let me answer this call.
Caller.
No, that's me. It's
Call
my
from
phone.
wireless caller.
Yeah, call from wireless caller.
Answer and say this is Tiger Baskin.
Wireless caller.
You're saying caller or color?
Caller. Yeah, 520. Yeah, I don't know that area code. Yeah, 520. Yeah, I don't know.
Hey, Rick Sanchez got a good point. Vic can build us a flux capacitor on a 3D printer.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah,
we could travel back in time.
A DeLorean. Yeah.
Now those are hard to come by. But can't we use like a love bug instead? Let's do a VW bus. How about that?
I'm down with that. It'll probably look weird going back in time with that, but
yeah.
I want to go see Hitler.
Okay.
Like while he's asleep and shave his mustache. That would change history.
I'm not sure how much history that would change, but okay.
He'd probably kill more people, to be honest.
Oh, yes, maybe it's not a good idea. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
999.
Yeah, 999. Oh, man.
Yeah, Jess says his girlfriend in college had a capacitor that fluxed.
Wow.
I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing.
Probably, I think every time she took a breath or breathed out, it fluxed. What the heck?
See, there goes Rick Sanchez again, the mystery machine.
Mm-hmm.
Scoop in the gang.
I'm down with that.
A cliched Hitler sounds better than a JT Daniels with a porn stash.
There you go. Y'all think that's why Kirby's not starting him?
Jeff says it was it was very good.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, that was my first thought of JT Daniels when I saw that picture from USC. I'm like,
Yeah,
dude, you're setting off red bells all over the place.
I agree. That was I thought that was hilarious.
That was kind of creepy.
It was kind of creepy.
Kind of creepy. Just saying.
Four, six.
I'm just saying. He looked like the type of person where, if me and my daughter are standing in the magazine section at a store somewhere, I'm gonna move her to the other side of me, away from him.
Yeah, he seems like the type of person to tell you, like, sir, your daughter smells nice. Bro, what?
Yeah, and that's when I'd catch a case.
Yeah, agreed. Well, that's probably what Kirby told him. Like, look, you're shaving that mustache. You're not starting. Coach, I'm not shaving the mustache. Oh, well, fine. Stetson. Yes, sir. Get ready. And then Stetson's the guy that, like, fumbles his helmet as he's running onto the field.
It is here. He says, morning farts are the worst.
No, Stetson's the type of player. Stetson's the type of player that leaves his helmet and runs out onto the field. And they're like, "Where's your helmet?" "Oh yeah," and he runs back. I don't want to know what Kirby sees in Stetson. Did y'all hear them ask him about that? He got asked yesterday again.
He's from South Georgia and he likes to fish.
Is that what he said?
No, but that's what it is.
I mean, I agree with you, but they said, after this game, like, I'm just wondering, is there a reason that Stetson is starting and we don't see JT? And he goes, guys, I've said it every single time. We evaluate these guys in practice, and in practice, Stetson has done better things than JT has. Stetson brings a thing he said something to the game where, he can use his legs. And I'm thinking, what? He didn't use them against Alabama. Like, their linebackers and D linemen run faster than Stetson Bennett. That's why he had 12 yards rushing. Like, you could tell he was pissed about it, but at the same time, I'm happy. I want them to continue asking him everything. Head, dude. Like, you haven't even won a national championship, but yet you have this freaking ego the size of.
Yes.
Well, every head coach has an ego.
Yeah, but not like, I guess what I'm saying is like Kirby.
Okay, but what if we do win a national championship with Stetson Bennett?
I would tell Kirby, why would you make it this difficult? Why would you make it so difficult on your players to say, hey guys, we're going to win with the second best quarterback on our team?
Wouldn't that be great if we did, though? But
I don't think he's the second best quarterback on your team.
I'm not lying. Yeah, you're right.
It would be a great story.
Exactly. I don't want a great story. I want a national championship.
Inspirational story. If Stetson Bennett were to win a national championship.
Stetson Bennett, born with a height challenge, grew up as a kid, only weighed 47 pounds until ninth grade. Won a Bassmaster tournament. What?
Are you discriminating against the vertically challenged, sir?
All right, I gotta go.
You don't gotta go.
No, but I guess, and all these people that are like, well, what happens if JT Daniels starts and y'all lose? Then we lose, motherfucker. Like, bro, what do you mean?
Yeah,
we just lose. The point is we have a better chance with JT Daniels. In games last year where we could not run the ball, JT was like, oh, well, let me throw this thing for 300 yards in. And he didn't have to throw little 4-yard screens and the receiver take off for 50 yards to have 300 yards.
Then we could, make a movie about it. Stetson Bennett, call it Bennett. Just like how it's Warner American Underdog, we call it Bennett American Underdog. So,
honestly, I do think that's what's going on.
A better movie than the Kurt Warner movie. So.
I didn't even know there was a Kurt Warner movie, but I know JT Daniels would look better in a movie than
American Underdog, but
especially with the mustache. That'd be fire.
Yeah, that Kurt Warner movie's coming out next year, TV.
Yeah, I'm just saying
okay.
we could get that we could win national championship with Stetson Bennett, and we can get a Stetson Bennett movie. I mean,
I do think though that's what's going on is like Kirby's looking at it as a success story.
and then we could
Like
get a Stetson Bennett movie, and that'd be great.
Kirby gonna have all the walk-ons in the nation wanting to come to Georgia.
Well, I mean, here's the thing, and this would be the most Kirby thing to do. Just say, for example, Stetson gets hurt in the Michigan game, he's got to come out. You already know who's going to go in. Muschamp's kid.
Bro, I would.
No, JT's gonna go in.
No, it's gonna be Muschamp's kid. I'm telling you.
No.
Get a crop farm and do corn and
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah. So it's getting to be about time to end the stream. So.
Sounds good, y'all. Vic, appreciate you going live, buddy.
Yeah, appreciate y'all coming on with me. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Anytime.
Slim, hope you have a good day, big dog, and peace out,
about
dog.
to end, thank God.
Yeah.
I said I have a short day today, but not as short as the girl at home waiting on me. No, I'm kidding. I'll see y'all later.
I don't have a short day, sir. My day started at 1 this morning.
Right. Okay.
I'm gonna start waking up with you then. Bye, y'all. I'm out.
Right, so I am going to go ahead and end the stream now. So hopefully, my mom, Uncle Lou, will be able to do the morning show, next Thursday, like normal. So, I mean, yeah, next Thursday, yeah, Christmas Eve, yeah. I don't know, maybe we'll do some like Christmas conspiracies or something. But anyway, so thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all again next time.